Let's take a look at why Tesla could now be bouncing. Tesla is getting very close to an important horizontal support. What is a horizontal support? This is a place, this is a specific stock price at which the buyers usually come in. So this stock price is at 217.65. This is shown by this green line right here. Today, Tesla has been going down, but it has stopped pretty close to that line. So we closed at 219.22, down $6.38, down 2.83%. And post-market, we seem to be down a further 82 cents. That would take us to 218.40. So we are getting very close to our number at 217.65. Let's look at other times in the past where a horizontal support, buyer support, has influenced a stock going down. We had an important support here in the past with Tesla at 176.73. And if we look at what happened on March 31st, Tesla started to go down. And guess what? It stopped a little bit right here at 176.73. It bounced for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days before resuming its move down. This is what horizontal supports and resistance do. They can stop a stock in its tracks and have it do a rebound, or they can make it just pause a little bit before the stock continues. The same thing happened on the way up. So starting on April 20th, Tesla started to stabilize a little bit and started to go back up. And it stopped right here at 176.73 on May 12th. And then it did not go through at that point in time. It took a couple more days, 3, 4, 5 days. It stopped again on May 18th. And then it decided to go through. So this is why I'm saying that Tesla could be rebounding on 217.65 because it is an important support. It was used a long time ago in the past. It was used at the beginning of the year. So it's possible that today we see a rebound in Tesla. If we see a rebound in Tesla, it does not mean that it's time to buy Tesla yet, because Tesla is still in a downward channel. We should never buy a stock into a downward channel. And even if Tesla breaks outside of its downward channel, it could be stuck into a congestion zone, which is just a stock that goes sideways. Then before buying into Tesla, we would need to make sure that Tesla is not into a congestion zone, but it breaks above the congestion zone. So this would mean that Tesla would need to get back up to 240.89. So right now, it's not time to buy Tesla at all. To tell you a little bit what I did this week, I bought 2 puts on Tuesday with the expiry date of Friday the 1st. And the strike was in the money at around 240. I bought them at the beginning of the day on Tuesday. I was pretty sure that Tesla was going to go down, as I explained to you, because we had an important support at 240.89, support that we broke, and we did not have stochastic over 60 to tell us that the stock had any strength. The stock had no strength at all. On Tuesday, stochastic was at 0.52. I was pretty confident that the stock would be dropping. The puts cost me $800 each, and right now, 3 days later, they are worth twice what they were worth. Each put is now worth $1,600. I sold one today because, as I said, it's possible that Tesla bounces on 217.65, and because the puts don't have a super far expiry date. If Tesla starts to pause a little bit on this support right here, the option is going to lose money. So it's a bit more important with options because they are losing money to focus on one straight move. So if you have a stock that does one straight move and you have an option on it, then it's better to sell at the end of that move before waiting that it does a little bit of a pullback, because you are losing money because the stock price is going against you. But you are also losing money because the expiry date is getting closer. So I tend to use an expiry date that's around 2 weeks ahead. So now I sold one put. It means that the put that I sold made a profit that paid for my second put. So right now, even if Tesla goes to $500, Even if my second put is going to be worthless, I'm still going to be even with my money. So I am playing with the money that the stock market has given me. So if Tesla continues down, then I am still going to make some profit on that second option. And I also secured some of the profits that I had made so far. I could have made close to $2,000. This is why I am a trader instead of an investor, because an investor will be losing money on paper while I am making money and I will put it in my bank account. You can also do both. You can own your stock and then you can buy some options on the downside to offset what is happening on your paper value. Let's look at our indicators briefly. So stochastic is still very low at 0.63. MACD, we have the two lines below zero. This is a bearish sign. We have RSI that has just crossed below 30, which is the official oversold region. But as I say often, because a stock has been oversold does not mean that it's going to go back up just because of that. It's possible for a stock to remain oversold for a while or overbought for that matter. And also we have DMI that is also very bearish because we have the red line above the green line. Let's take a look at some Tesla news. So here we have top 10 EV makers Q2 2023. Tesla first, BYD second, but third may surprise you. So new information from TrendForce shows Tesla was the top EV maker through the second quarter of 2023 with 21.7% of the pie, while BYD is catching up at 16.2%. That's pretty impressive. This is the world market share. The third one at 6% is GAC Aeon, clinching 6% of the market. So Aeon was introduced in 2018 as the electric vehicle sub-brand of China's Guangzhou Automobile Corporation. The EV maker is rapidly expanding in China with all-electric models that offer great value for a decent price. So maybe we are going to need to start looking at this new company. It's nice to see that Tesla is still number one, but BYD is catching up to Tesla. After that, Volkswagen, BMW, Hyundai, Audi, Mercedes are just really not there. Tesla wants to launch an in-house rental service. Tesla is hiring to launch a new in-house Tesla rental program with the pilot program coming to collision centers in Texas. The automaker has posted a new job listing for program manager business development. And there was a job posting, and in the job posting, Tesla writes that the program manager's role is going to launch Tesla rental program in Texas. Lead in the launch of the Tesla rental program. Support the team on launching a small pilot in all Texas collision sites. Tesla operates 5 collision centers, also known as body shops in Texas. It is unclear if Tesla only plans to launch the rental program for customers at collision centers or if only the pilot program will be at the centers and broader car rental program could come later. That's interesting. We'll keep an eye on what comes out of this. Let's now take a look at the VIX. So VIX is up 1.13, 6.74%, closed at 1790. So the VIX keeps climbing. This is respecting the bullish channel that we have identified. And look at how it stopped at 1790 right here. It went through it during the day, but then it came just right back underneath it. This is confirming that this resistance line is really important because it is taken into consideration. So the VIX is going up, stock market is going down. Rivian is down 9 cents, 0.43%, closed at 20.95. So basically, Rivian is just going sideways. It is still in its downward channel. It's not time to buy yet. It is just going to go sideways, and we'll see if it caves into that resistance or not. Xpeng is up 7 cents, closed at 15.65. That's up 0.45%. So we had lost 15.57 yesterday. It was very close to it. It was very close to it, but we had lost it. And now we have just regained it a little bit. And we also have the earnings call for Xpeng that is going to happen tomorrow. Maybe this is going to give another life to this stock. Okay, NIO is up 10 cents, 0.88%, closed at 11.50. We are back into our bullish channel, so that's the good news for that. So maybe we are going to really bounce on that bullish channel right here, and the buyers are going to push the stock back up to around 1353. We have no indication of that yet. I'm just speculating a little bit, but I don't act on my speculations. I will only act when I see things happening in the stock. So Palantir had been maintaining itself above 15 bucks right here, but it was still in a downward channel. So Tom Nash, I am sorry, but Palantir is into a downward trend. So short term, we should not touch it. We should just let it fall down, and then we can get back into it a little bit lower. Buy low, sell high. So Palantir is down $1.30, 8.41%. Closed at 14.15. Post-market, we seem to be down further. So now we have a next stop. We have some support right here at 12.30 something. So we'll see if we get down to there. Nvidia is down $1.43, that 0.33%. Closed at 433.44. This is a nice number. This is still in its downward channel. This is a very gentle downward channel. I have to give it that. It's coming down very slowly, but still it's coming down, and we don't buy something that's going down. Let's look at our indices a little bit. So QQQ is falling further. We are down 1%. We are now right smack. Look again here. We have a horizontal support that is making this index stop. Support is at 357.63. Let's look at Dow Jones. Oh boy, look at this. Dow Jones down almost 1%. I got this reaction because we just broke two important horizontal support. So it did not stop there. It just went through them. This is showing a lot of weakness. The next stop for a Dow Jones could very well be 33639. SPX, the same thing. It is dropping even faster than its downward channel, so we are down 0.77%. Everything is falling. Nasdaq Composite down 1.17%, so we are heading down to 13,187. This was the rate of descent in mid-July, but right now we are descending even faster. This is our rate of descent right now. This is pretty steep. Let's look at the government bonds, the 10-year bond. This is going higher and higher, and we are going to reach the all-time high eventually. Yeah, right here. Look at this. There are no random moves in the stock market. This is the top that we had on October 21st, 2022. And right now we stopped right there exactly today. If we start breaking, this is not going to be so good for the stock market, of course. Gold keeps dropping. We are down 0.2%. Physical silver, we are up 7 cents, 0.91%. So we seem to have found a support. You see here, we already had support at 761, but now we are really finding another support right here since August 14th. And that support is at 770. And now we seem to be going a little bit higher. So we'll see if we can maintain that. Bitcoin dropping 3%. And now we can say that we are into this downward channel. And look at how perfectly everything fits. This is fitting right here. This is just perfect. It just fits perfectly. So this is just dropping. We should not be into Bitcoin. It's dropping. Ripple also dropping down 3%. And the US dollar, look at how US dollar is getting stopped at this horizontal resistance at 103.580. Yeah, the stock market is not going very well. So why stay in the stock market when it's going down? When it went down from 292 down to 240, this is something that we could suffer. We could suffer that because even though the bullish channel here was over, we still were into a congestion zone, which means that the stock is just going sideways. So it's okay to let a stock go down to support within a congestion zone because we could be bouncing like this and then eventually going back up. Of course, it's still okay to get out of a stock as soon as it breaks its bullish support. It's also okay to get out a little bit earlier, but it's perfectly fine to just wait until we are breaking a horizontal congestion support to start selling. This is the last place that we need to sell. And I would also say that this is one of the safest place to short. If you short right here, it can work, but because the stock is in a congestion zone, it could be flipping on you at any point in time. Right here, the chances that the stock flips are still there, but they are minimized. So thanks very much for watching. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing. If you like what I do, you can become a YouTube member. Click on my TradingView affiliate link. I'm going to wish you a great evening. We are going to talk tomorrow, and I'm going to tell you à la prochaine.